Checking my safeties there. Sounds like I got my speaker on. There we go. All right. We got in the chat. We got Ian, we got Bobby. I saw Ego there earlier. Who? I think the ride's over, boys. My views have been tanking. The body beatdown, what's going on? It's all right though. I think I got too caught up in trying to grow my channel, and I got a little bit too far away from training for competition. So no matter what my channel does, I'm just gonna keep lifting. Yeah, dude, I was getting like I had one live stream that had 81,000 views, and then I had a couple that had like 35, 40, and then 20, and now I'm down to like 2,000 or 3,000. It's just slowly trending down, so I guess the internet's sick of my old ass. And then I got to thinking, it's like, well, what am I doing this for? You know what I mean? Like, maybe I got a little too caught up in the hype. It doesn't change the mission, if that makes sense. So if I change the chat settings, I got live chat. Top chat. It's the same thing. It just disappears. Okay. So you're not going to compete, Ian? What's that? Why is that? Are you letting the internet get to you? You have to, like, there's one thing I've noticed. So, powerlifting. You go to a competition, everybody's happy to see you. You know, everybody's encouraging. They don't care what you can lift. There's just like a family. It's I don't know how to describe it other than every time I go to a powerlifting meet, it's like a reunion. People I haven't seen in months, maybe half a year, maybe a year. They fly across the country. It's just great. You go on YouTube, and it's just a bunch of disparaging remarks, and people pick at you, and they find like any kind of minor defect and point it out. So I feel like maybe you're letting that get to you a little bit. Because what I've noticed is that now you're questioning yourself. When I first met you, you were a super confident young man, and you were telling me that you were going to get your pro card. And it's just my personal opinion from what I've seen and what we've talked about. I feel like maybe you're letting the comments of people who don't have your best interest in mind get to you a little bit. Hopefully I'm wrong. It happens to all of us, man. Trust me. Let me clean my lens here. I feel like the light's glaring just a little bit. Here we go. That's better. And if I'm wrong, hey, disregard. That's good. I hope I'm wrong. I think the only one I got, everybody's a moderator. That's my whole chat tonight. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is with certain people. I've been trying to understand the mentality of like. I don't think I've ever just. I don't think I've ever gone on anyone's page and made a negative comment about their lift, even if I thought their lifting was stupid. I also, from what I understand, YouTube's doing a little bit of shadow banning people with conservative viewpoints, or I know like there's a bunch of channels that were like not anti-China, but they were talking about like how the world as it really is, and there was a couple channels that had a couple million subscribers, and their views overnight got tanked. Like 80% of their viewership went down overnight, and I'm wondering if like, because a couple times we've gotten into political talks a little bit on my live streams, and I'm kind of wondering if that doesn't have something to do with it. Because we're 2 minutes, what are we 7 minutes into it? And all I got in the chat are, I can't tell. I can't see that because the light's in the way. How many people? 7 people in the chat? That's unusual. What are you gonna do? But if that's the case, if that does happen, I'll just go back to working out like the way I used to do, where I would just film my workouts and then upload a video later. Yeah, the hater mentality. Yeah. Brian, what's up? Oh, you like these? I got some bad. I bet I'm not wearing my fancy ones. I got my simple ones on today. Cody, what's up? We got Khabib Nurmagomedov. I can never pronounce that name right. I have a chicken named Khabib because it's a little it's a silky, and he's got a little hat, like a little fuzzy. It looks just like Khabib.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Do we have any plastic bags?
No, we don't. What's up?
Now we're gonna cut the mouse.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to pick
Here.
it up.
My goodness. Well, she's doing her job. That's a good thing. My cat caught a mouse. I actually have like 3 more piercings. I could look like a curtain rod if I put all my earrings in. You look like Shelton Benjamin. I have to look that up. Who's that? I should at least know who I'm being insulted by. Shelton Benjamin. Oh yeah, I look just like I look just like Shelton Benjamin. Wow, how long did it take you to come up with that one? Every time I go out in public, I'm confused with a black MMA fighter with bleached blonde hair. Feeling strong tonight, boys. Milkshake brings all boys to the other. Damn right, it's better than yours. I'll teach you, but I'd have to charge. Hugh Jackman, yeah. Today you'll finish with some calf training. Not gonna happen. Tomorrow's leg day though. Let me see, what do I have to do for leg day tomorrow? I'm squatting 525 for 6 reps, 3 sets. So I have to do 3 sets of 525 pounds for 6. And then I go into deadlifts, 570 for 6 reps for 2 sets. So tomorrow's a pretty big day for leg day. What's the workout plan tonight? I'm supposed to do 315 for an AMRAP, but I'm feeling like going off script. How much does this big plates weigh? Jonas. Those are all 45, so that's 315 on there right now. AMRAP means big reps to failure. As many reps as possible. That's something I had to think about that. What does AMRAP stand for? As many reps as possible. Huge jacked man. Okay, what's up, Kenneth? Oh man, I was just talking about how the channel's stalling, man. I was getting like 400,000 views a month there for a minute, and now it's starting to tank on me. I don't feel so sad. What am I gonna do? My dreams of being a YouTuber and giving up commercial construction at the age of 50. What's the difference between your bar? I'm not sure I understand the question. Oh, and a normal bar. Have you ever seen a Swiss bar before? It's some call it a football bar, some call it a Swiss bar. It's got different hand grips on it. The positives and negatives. Well, the positives are I can generate a little more force with a neutral grip. The negatives, you're kind of forced into a width, a certain position. So I'm a medium grip bench presser. So for me, I'm forced to go wider. Now, that actually is one of the reasons I'm using it, because it helps me train. That translates really nicely over to my barbell bench press, which is what I use in competition. So I can overload this thing, and it just, I rotate. So to keep my shoulders healthy at the age of 50, one week I'll use the football bar, the next week I'll use the camber bar, which extends the range of motion 4 inches, and then I'll use the regular power bar, and I kind of just rotate all of them, and it just keeps me from getting repetitive motion injuries. Just good to do. It's good to mix it up. So last stream you didn't tell me what kind of circuit you and your wife do for cardio. Wow, you're pretty slow, dude. Devin Lade, Jay Cutler. Man, I met him a few times. He's a big boy. Dude at work doesn't believe in Olympic barbells, 44 pounds, 310 without clips. In fact, 309. Let me see here. Oh yeah, so yeah, an actual Olympic barbell is like, yeah, it's weird. It's like a pound less. Mine's a Titan power bar. It's actually a 33 millimeter bar, and it weighs like 46 pounds. We weighed it. It was like 46.6 or something. Thanks, Jonas. I think it's all lighting. It's all lies. It's lies. No, I guess I am pretty shredded, I guess. I want to be big like you. I want to be, but I can't. Is that natural? Lord, no. What's up, Marine? Did you cut your hair or did you just comb it? I finally took a shower swab. No, I cut it. I ran the clippers down it. Authentic. Ian, we're gonna have to have a talk about the birds and the bees. This is how babies are made. So, when a mommy loves a daddy very much. Oh, thanks, Newstrom. You finally said something different. Welcome back, brother. Competition bars are 44, Olympics to 55. Chicago bars are 30 to 50, if bad quality. You know what? Honestly, none of my bars weigh exactly 45 pounds. I think this bar is like 39 or something. It came a couple pounds under, and then my Texas deadlift bar was like 47. Or I keep it simple. Here's the deal. All barbells weigh 45 fucking pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put in there. I did a PR today. I hit 314.7 pounds today. I'm like, fuck that. It's 315. Eat a dick. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And I'm not gonna add a pound to it. I'm not gonna subtract a couple of pounds to it. It's 45 fucking pounds. Period. Yeah, I have a 20-pound 1-inch standard bar for the kids and the wife. How much do you weigh in competition kilograms? 100 kilos. Great work, man. Thank you for your service. Thanks, Liam. Arcades, what's up? Apologize. We'll try to sleep 3 a.m., 3:30, but love what you do and your knowledge, behavior, power. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was getting a little bit down on myself, man, because lately the views of my live streams have been tanking a bit. And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, well, what am I doing here? I'm just a schmuck that lives in his garage, and I do compete. I consider myself an elite level power lifter. But honestly, like, did I honestly think I was gonna become a YouTuber? Like, antique set of weights. Yeah. Hey, 45 pounds is 45 pounds, man. And I've had that leverage to me too. They're like, you should go and buy a new set of Rogue calibrated plates. Why? What is that going to do for me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If they look better, can you lift more or something? Do you snatch or power clean? Yes, but not when I'm getting ready to compete at powerlifting. As I get closer to competition, I really hone down to just the 3 lifts, and I'll be competing on March 15th. So right now I'm just doing the variations of squat, bench, and deadlift, and then a couple of accessories like rows or, today I'll be doing weighted pull-ups. I'm going to do my best. Admantios. It's sincere, continues what you do to be here, even with the time difference. I appreciate that. I can't wait for my competition. I'm thinking about trying to live stream it, but I'm not sure how I'll pull that off. J.A., what's up? Let's call you Ja or J.A.? See, the problem if I live stream the competition, I'll set a camera up somewhere and I'll turn it on, but I won't really be able to pay attention to the chat. So I don't know, and there's also a lot of downtime in between the lifts, you know what I mean? Well, I don't know. Maybe do I do separate streams? Do I stream when we're getting ready to do the lifts and then cut it off in between them? I don't know. What do you guys think? because a powerlifting competition, they'll start lifting at 9, either 8 or 9 in the morning, and it'll go sometimes, depending on how many people are at the meet, till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So it's a long day. I do have a tripod. Well, obviously, I got my camera on one now. And I just have to add the 1.5 pound steel clips, or I doubt myself. I gotta go with Pereira. I just like the guy. I can't. Pereira's like he's my kind. If I was gonna fight, I would fight like Pereira, style wise, like, not skill. Maybe I'll hit the bag a little bit after I get done benching. So I'm not sure how heavy I'm going to go on these. And then I'm going to switch to the camber bar. Where's my wraps at? I've only been online for 21 minutes and I'm already at 315 pounds. Got a good pace going today. X Bone Play, what's up? I haven't gotten online and I haven't done any gaming in a while, but my my gamer tag is Vegas Charlie 777. All right. Could have gotten 315, but chickened out. Well, is 309 a PR? Who's this guy? Nobody important, Dad bod. Did chest and triceps today. Surprising my shoulders let me bench decent today. Good, awesome. Awesome. Good to hear the body beat down. Does it work different muscles to bench that bar? No, so what it is, if you've ever had a shoulder injury, just changing from like a regular grip to a neutral grip kind of rotates the shoulders a little bit, and it can help kind of work around an injury point. Say, just a little bit safer. The only thing is though, the only thing I don't like about this bar is it forces you into a wide grip because of where the handles are. You can't adjust the grip. But that actually helps for competition training because I'm working wider than I normally bench. I have to use more of my chest than if I have a closer grip, which is a little more arm dominant. So it carries over to my regular bench press really nicely. What weight is your bench press? Right now, probably right about 405 pounds. That bar would destroy me and I'd be sore 3 days later, Kenneth. Yeah, it's something you got to get used to. Some people can do more with it. Some people can't. It just depends on how you're built. Do they let you compete with that bar? Hell no. No, we compete with a I want to say either Texas Power Bar or an Ohio Power Bar. I don't remember. It's one of the two. I'm feeling pain in right shoulder by sleeping over it. Let's see. Just didn't pull UPS fell. I think I'm about to deload until it feels better. What do you think, my friend? Do you sleep with your arms at your side or over your head? Do you ever use the camber bar? All the time. That is my go-to bar, the NPC. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that for accessory after I'm done with this thing. Any advice on how to avoid loose skin during heavy weight loss? Matthew, that's a tough one, man. I don't know if there is a way. I would just say, you know, I'd have to talk to my wife. I wish she was in the chat. If it's just like mildly loose skin, I know there's ways you can tighten it up, but if it's like really large flabs, I think surgery is the only way you can get rid of it. But I don't want to say that because I'm not 100% certain. I'm assuming the bars and the weights used in competition actually weigh as advertised. Yeah, they're calibrated. So they use Rogue kilogram plates, and they have inserts that they weigh each plate, and they're calibrated within 0.25 of a kilogram. The collars are calibrated too. Like everything's calibrated in competition. Let me turn over. Get the dryer going here. Let me turn this shit off. It's kind of annoying when that comes up. Yeah, I've weighed my plates, and they're off sometimes 2-3 pounds in either direction. Some of them weigh more than 45. Some of them weigh less. And like, I don't know. I don't think too much about it. I just throw plates on there and go. And if it's not an emergency, isn't the doc saying you need to lose weight now? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to Matthew? ITX. A lot of advice online said should width to work the chest, but I can't seem to get my chest engaged unless I'm way wider. Is it normal or okay? You want to stretch. It's range of motion. You want anything that can stretch the chest out, which is actually what we were talking about, the camber bar. So camber barbell, which is this bad boy. That'll give you an extra 4 range of motion. I'll be using this for accessories. Let's leave that out. Or you can use dumbbells. Dumbbells allow you to stretch really well. Anything that you want to stretch the pectorals as much as you can. And it depends. I don't know your dimensions. I don't know your arm width. I don't know how you're built. So, sometimes regular barbell bench is an inferior exercise for some people. I would suggest maybe looking into doing weighted dips or camber bar, anything that's going to extend the range of motion. A lot of people will say like cable flies, but I really don't think you can put enough weight on a cable fly machine to really get a good workout. You cannot possibly be 50. Thanks, I appreciate that. I certainly am. Yeah, the camber bar is awesome. I use it for everything. Yeah, I'm trying to get my subs up to 7,000. I just can't. I got right up to 6,000 and my channel stalled. It's like YouTube pumped the brakes and said, "Nah, you got enough there, buddy." Benching with fat grips. Yeah, that gives you a little extra range of motion. Is Christina in the chat? Oh, there. Hey, baby. Hey, babe, question for you. Is there anything you can do for loose skin when you lose weight? Smooch Mondelslob. You're not even close to my level. Hell no, man. You're the king. How often do you stream? Whenever I work out. So sometimes every day. So lately it's been a little bit less. Yeah, I wouldn't even try to be close to your level, buddy. You got me. You win. Surgically remove the loose skin. Yeah, I didn't want to say that and not like without. I don't really know. Like I don't know what the all the options are. Let's get him that silver plaque. What do you need to do to get the silver plaque, Steve? That'd be fucking cool. Like, I never had any ideation or notion that I would ever. I was surprised more than 10 people would had cared about what I had to say. So when I got like my first 500 subs, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then it shot up. I just got a couple thousand subscribers all in a couple months. I surgically removed my excess skin myself. Hell yeah. Just get the scissors and get after it. Yeah, 100,000 subs. Do you feel safe using that power rack? It seems the lower end quality wise. That's a badass rack, man. I've had that thing for a long time. If anything, it's a testament to the quality of it. I think it's probably older than you are. Yeah, they don't build them like that. You know, the crap you get nowadays. Oh yeah, I've had this rack for a really long time. And I see no reason to upgrade it either. All the bolts are tight. Got this nice 2-to-1 cable machine in the back. I love it. And I like that it bothers people. I think more than anything. I mean, people say dumb shit like they'll disparage the weights, you know, like, oh, your weights are ugly. And I've yet to like get a logical reason as to why newer plates would be better. Do they make you lift more? Like, you know what I mean? Like I used to work out with brake rotors. I didn't even have a rack. Titan Fitness is good. I like them. I like that you can. They have a payment plan, which is really high interest. But if you don't have a lot of money, it's easy to finance with them, so you can get equipment. How much is that Doom guy? Right? 315, 25, 335. You have a cat. I have 4 cats. You can spray paint them. I did spray paint them. That's why they're orange. It's starting to wear off. Yeah, I painted my plates. I painted the 45s orange, the 35s green, and the 25s yellow. And mostly I did that for YouTube. That way it's easy to distinguish what the weights are. So you got those weirdos that like to, like if you like say you have 595 on the bar and you say it's 600 and like whatever those guys are like sit there and count them and they're like, no, you're a liar, it's 595. Just I painted it for those people. Like whatever. I'm training, I don't give a shit. But what's the issue with it? Like why I guess I would have to ask the question. I was like, why does me painting my plates bother you? That's weird. That's a weird thing to get hung up on. This guy paints his plates. Oh my God, I've never heard of that before. Okay. Do you believe in heavy deadlifts when training as an athlete in high school? Based on most strength coaches I've seen in high school, I would say that they're doing a good job at getting their players injured. But if you have a proper coach who can teach you correct form, then yes, absolutely. What's up, Jose? Thanks, I appreciate that. Well, I love you too, Jose. I'm doing my best, man. And I've always liked heavy deadlifts, but have been told by coaches it's not optimal. For what? I'm not optimal for what? most coaches, okay, here's what when I here in Vegas, a lot of the strength coaches would bring their team to like Iron Addicts when I was training there, and I offered my services on more than one occasion, but a lot of those guys have ego issues, and especially in front of their kids. Like they, you know, if you see, like I saw him, this one kid, he was really strong, and he was deadlifting 405 pounds for reps with the most horrendous form I'd ever seen in my life. He was hitching it and throwing his back around and arching, and it's like, oh my god, I was watching these guys, and they're all screaming and cheering him on, and awesome. So I just went up to the coach and I pulled him aside and I was like, man, you got some strong kids. I was trying to be nice. And I said, I'm a little concerned about his form though. I said, you guys need any help with like, you know, helping out? And he got pissy. He was like, no, I don't need any fucking help. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, he didn't say that, but that was the look on his face. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, if that's the kind of coach you have, it would not be an optimal lift. It would be a really good lift to get hurt. But if you do it right, it's probably the best, second best lift you can do. And when they say it's not optimal for what? What would be more optimal? You smoke. Oh no, this is just yeah, no. This shirt, yeah, everybody asks me if I smoke because I wear this shirt. I just thought it was a cool t-shirt. Thank you, Freshly. That doesn't work for me. Wait, what? What am I missing here? Deadlifts are not worth it, but I love it for strength training. Oh, deadlifts to you are not worth it. Yeah, yeah, you do your thing, you know. Deadlifts are a movement I use every day. Very optimal. I agree. I honestly, yeah. I mean, I, I don't know. It's one of those lifts that, what's the word? It's controversial. There's a lot of people that don't perform them, that think that they're bad, and I get a lot of comments saying like you're gonna injure your back. And I'm like you know, you use them to bulletproof your back. You got to do them right though. That's the problem. Okay, we got a sober troll. What's up? Let's go to your channel. Let's see how long you've been online. More about this channel. February 10th, 2025. I wonder which one of you guys this one is. Gigachode 68346. Nice. I kind of want to. I got jokes, but I don't want to disparage somebody that passed away. I mean, we lift things from the ground all the time. You know, it's just one of the most functional moves you can do. But to me, it's like, what do they call it? Contempt prior to investigation. And people have their minds made up, and it's like, I'm not going to sit there and try to convince you, you know, like, hey, do your thing. There's other ways to skin a cat. You know, you could do hip thrusts, stick to mostly squats. That'll probably do 90% of what you want it to do. So a lot of guys like to do power cleans. I don't know. I do both of them. Do all of them. All right. Oh, how about those? I just blocked that silver powerlifting guy. He's just a troll that's from what I understand, Alan passed away recently. And I don't want to deal with that. So I just got rid of him. How much weight is that? Right now that's 315, 320, 335. 335 pounds. I don't know, you probably can't see him, but there's 10s on the end. Jeez. Caleb, sometimes we just ignore comments. Is it necessary to brace your core when you lift? Yeah, well, so if you, for powerlifting, it's a whole body lift. You want to get leg drive. It starts at your feet. You're kind of pushing back as you press, and then so you got to brace your core too. You got to keep your ass on the bench. If your ass comes off the bench, the lift doesn't count. Major, how's your wife? She's in the chat. Is it necessary to, okay. I'm a 70-year-old former powerlifting champion, 6 feet tall, 350 pounds. Should I take TRT? Old man Leone. I would say you talk to your doctor. You can go to my clinic, Helix HRT, and they'll get you a blood test. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like you need it? I had low testosterone, so, I went on and it's a game changer. It made me feel like I was 20 again. I would definitely say if you're suffering from low TRT at your age, it would definitely improve the quality of your life. But I'm not a doctor, and I would definitely say it starts with blood work. You want to get your blood work done to see what you're dealing with. Jose Alex, because it would be a lie. Christina's my wife, Jose, so just kind of careful who you're picking fights with. Everybody's cool, right? Steroids or cocaine, pick one. Historically, I would go with cocaine, to be honest with you. But I've never gotten fired for being on steroids, so what's more socially acceptable? What's up, Danny? Do you do cocaine? Not anymore. I got blood work. They said I'm type 2 diabetic and testosterone was at 120. Woo, that's low. So, with you being type 2 diabetic, what do they recommend? I mean, do they just interpret your blood work, or do they give you any recommendations? Diabetes is a factor that I'm not sure how. I mean, like, I'm not a doctor. I'm a dumbass in his garage. I can tell you what worked for me, but you being diabetic, I'm not sure. I would think testosterone would help that, because it would kickstart your metabolism. And a lot of the guys that I work with who are diabetic, they're on Ozempic and testosterone. HGH with no insulin. Yeah, that's actually not. I mean, HGH is. I can't afford it. It's really expensive, but I that's a protocol I think you'll get some really good results from. I imagine it's like probably because of your age. Like, think about like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were doing human growth hormone, and like it was like the fountain of youth for those guys. I don't know. I would definitely, if your doctor thinks it could help you, I would definitely give it a try. I mean, the way I tell people, it's like you can always go back to the way you were no, but you sure are obsessed with gays. I think I'm missing part of that conversation. Back in the day, hell yeah. Do you use peptides? Well, there's so many peptides, you have to be more specific. But yes. Were you in the military? Yes, I was a Marine. I am a Marine. You don't stop being a Marine. Please do back workout. You'll have to hit me up on back day. Well, actually, I will be. I'll be doing weighted pull-ups here in a little bit. I don't have any couches for sale, and I never did. Oh, damn, dude on the juice. Wow. Glad you're here, Uric. Clear that up. Uh, would you prefer TRT or enclomyphene? I have no idea what that is. Thank you, Sharina. Oh, what's up, Matt? Semper Fi, brother. Hope you're having a good day. The chat's gotten strange on me. Do you remember me? I keep finding your channel and your live stream. Yeah, Bob, I remember you. There was a duck who was a Marine. He was a World War II veteran. Yes, you're right. That's right, Stephen. What was it? Oh, I just watched a video about that animal. All right. I need to wait a minute here. I think this is as heavy as I'm going to go. How much juice do you put in your asshole a day? Oh, I don't have a comeback for that. Something about your mom. No, see, I got my BPC 157 and it came in powder. Julian, so normally they come in a small vial and they're vacuum sealed and you have to reconstitute it with what's called carrier water. So it's like a Basios. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. There's nothing illegal about this. This is just reconstitution solution. It's it's distilled water with 0.9% benzyl alcohol, and it's for reconstituting solutions. BPC 157, TB 500, and a lot of peptides will come in a vial with a powder form, and you have to inject like however many milliliters of water into the vial. The vial usually has a vacuum on it. So when you hit it with the water, it'll suck it into it. Now you have to be super careful and drip the water super slowly because it's a very fragile molecule. And if you hit it too fast, it'll ruin the efficacy of it. You just mix it up and there you got your peptides. Completely 100% legal. Now there's nothing anabolic about it. Christina Remington is my wife. Then how do you expect me to make it? Like, you talking about peptides? We got a couple different conversations going here. Yeah, backwoods. What is that? Isn't that rolling papers, I think? Can your house wheelchair be accessible? Oh, because cat's in the house. What's up? It's my sister. A lot of questions came from those who don't have the ability or never tried to push themselves to new levels of suffering. I think some people are just having fun in the chat. I got someone wants to read his comment. Oh, what do you think about my program? I do 1 pull-up, 1 dip, 1 jumping Bulgarian split squat. Then I do 2 and 3 until I can't do 1 more and go back down every other day. Okay. What are you trying to accomplish with that program? Because if you can answer that, then I can give you my thoughts on it. Because it'll be great if you're trying to lose weight and tone up, calisthenics wise. Like that would be a killer calisthenics program. But it's not necessarily the best route for hypertrophy. So if your goal is to get bigger, you might be kind of overworking yourself. But if you're trying to lose weight and get trimmed up, that'll do it. Doing pyramids like that, that's insane. If you can make it, especially if you go all the way to you can't max reps. Yeah, that's crazy. Do you think the Hawk Tour girl is old news? She had her 5 minutes of fame to get a real job now. I don't. So people keep saying this. I don't know who the fuck that is. You know what I mean? Like I saw like something about this chick like 6 months ago, and people bring her up, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck it is. I don't know her content. I don't watch her. I don't keep up with. I don't watch TikTok. So, like, I'm not online scrolling through videos. I post content, obviously, but I don't consume content. Most of the stuff I watch on YouTube is like long form, like Joe Rogan podcast, stuff like that, Jordan Peterson, or I'm watching like history stuff, or I'm not watching like popular media. I don't keep up with like who's who on streaming, So I'm the last guy to ask. Like I'm just not. I just don't know. Leon thinks he knows you. I doubt it. TRT is just a small part of what it takes. Oh, for sure, man. George St. Pierre. I like George. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been ignoring certain comments. Normally I like to try to have fun with the troll comments, but sometimes they're just not funny. They're just kind of like Spanish. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. So then I'm just like, whatever. Do you think Francis Ngannou would be a bodybuilder? Yeah, he could be if he wanted to, I would imagine, Steven. I mean, that's pretty close to his natural build, like without training that much. Because he doesn't really lift a lot of weights. That guy's just built like that. That's from years of hard living. I mean, he was working, I don't know if you watched the history of Francis Ngannou, but how they were making their money was in the sulfur mines. So he was just out there, picking up buckets of sulfur by hand and loading trucks all day long. So that's the equivalent to like a corn-fed farm boy that throws hay bales all day long. So if he actually like dedicated himself to like lifting weights, I'm sure he could be a bodybuilder. Andrew Tate. What about Andrew Tate? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill the vibe. I lift heavy as well, and I had lifting questions. No, don't leave. I actually want lifting questions. The chat's getting screwed up because of all the fucking weirdos in it tonight. The only thing stopping me from test injections is small balls. Otherwise, I'd 100% be on. I use well, I don't think we should talk about that. DDP could be too. That guy is huge. Diamond Dallas Page, doesn't he have a yoga or like a Hydra Perfect yoga program that's like extreme yoga? It's like what you'd expect from a professional wrestler. And I guess people have had really good results with it. They call it DDP yoga, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Christina's my wife, and she's also my managing moderator. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked you yet, to be honest with you. Do you take Anavar? No. Nothing wrong with Anavar, but I don't take it. All right, I should be ready if I'm ready for stuff here. I fucking hate this shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting over the live streams, to be honest with you. Give me a second, guys. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. If I hit that weight, I'm gonna crap my pants. Give me just a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I was about the bench and I was like, oh man, this could be bad. uh, wow, we got some Discord going on in the chat here. They seem to be missing an argument. Well, so Ken, there's a dude that's kind of like trolling about being gay or whatever, but he's like kind of like the joke's run its course, and now it's becoming like, okay, we get it. The middleweight champion of the UFC, Dricus Duplessis, I can't say his last name. Why do people wear belts during the bench? Well, Dennis, in powerlifting, a bench press is a full body lift. Let me see if I can explain it to you. So, normal bench, you don't really need a belt. You're just pressing off the chest, right? In powerlifting, you want to get what's called leg drive. So we're pushing this way. And I'm going to, when I have the weight out, when I'm off my chest, I'm going to push. So use the whole body. And the belt can help tighten the core. Boom. So you get a little more weight out of it. Let's see if you can see the leg drive when I hit this. You see the legs? See how my legs push through it? So wearing a belt just tightens the core and just adds a little to it. Pereira, where am I? Thank you. I see. Maybe I should. Yeah, try it. Dude, if you've never experienced leg drive on a bench press, oh man, you can lift a lot more. How many sets left? Well, I was working up just to see where I didn't know how heavy I wanted to go, and I was gonna just find my heavy set and then back down and do an AMRAP. So that was 355. That felt pretty easy. I probably got 2 or 3 out of that. So now I'll back down to 315, probably hit an AMRAP, and then we'll switch over to the camber bar. Get jetty or hooker? Not okay. Okay. Get jetty. Do you do pyramid sets? When I'm doing conditioning, yes. When I'm getting closer to competition, no. I'll start the program becomes really simple. The closer I get to competition, the more specificity. What's up? Thank you. I appreciate that. Semper Fi. Let's see. Phoenix Fuego Mac. Hell yeah. Semper Fi, brother. All natural. No. No, sir. Not at my age. You want to train but you're 50? Well, then train, man. I'm 50 years old. Ain't nothing slowing you down. Well, okay. Yeah, if you're 50, then you probably got an injury or two you're dealing with. But we find a way. We find a way to go over it, around it, or through it. I found myself checking everything out on bench day. If ankle feels weird, I abort. Yeah, right? Well, I hate to say it, but it's like, so what does being 50 really mean? I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life, even when I was younger. But it does mean that I'm dealing with a lot of injuries, and most of them I've rehabbed from. I've got full range of motion. I have nothing limiting me as far as mobility. I have good flexibility, but everything hurts all the time. What are you doing? You stealing my ice cream?
No, I'm looking for edible food for dinner.
Edible food for dinner? Not okay.
The sausage and the pork things in the fridge gone bad.
Oh man. Well, that's probably in the other fridge. And I don't appreciate you digging through the freezer while I'm live streaming. Don't people that are not natural recover faster? Yes, but it's not magic. It's not a super serum for, I'm not Captain America. And I'm not on that much gear either. I mean, let's see, I've had major back surgery. I've had my knee completely rebuilt. I've had my shoulder blown out, and 2 out of 3 of those weren't even lifting related. We're talking like, I've had issues with my sciatic nerve. I got I had a crack in my the L5. I actually had a fracture in that. I don't even know what you call it. The little thing that comes off the back segment that keeps the back from articulating too far. It's like the segments all piled together. That's cracked, and it was like there's no way to fix that. It's just it's a micro fracture, so it's just constant pain. And you could take a lot of pain pills, but that doesn't really do anything to fix the problem. Most of the problems were solved by physical therapy lifting, which I would say is 80% of what I do. This is probably 10 to 20% of my lifting's heavy lifting. The other 80% of it, I mean, you can see in my playlist, if you go on my channel, it's all physical therapy stuff. Best movements for upper chest growth. I would say if I had to pick one movement for the rest of my life, it would be weighted dips. I'm too scared to get injured. The only thing that has happened to me is that I pulled my left pec. hold it. But if it's healed, it shouldn't be an issue. You need to keep your woman in line. She's muting me for no reason. You did not just tell me that. You did not just tell me to keep my wife in line. Should I ban him, babe? I don't like banning people, but you did not just tell me to keep my wife in line. I got the mouse right over on the ban button right now. I'm debating. I better hear an apology here in about 20 seconds. How fast do you think you'd lose muscle mass if you stop lifting for a month? I don't know. You don't. Probably two or 3 weeks you start losing. You're not really gonna lose muscle mass. It's definitely gonna atrophy. But I don't know. I've had to stop lifting for like surgical procedures, and it comes right back. As long as you're consistent. I probably managed to survive this long by not getting very strong. Oh, come on, man. All right. My wife says, ban him. You're going, brother. Yeah, I am a military man, but you don't talk shit about my wife. I don't know what defending my wife has to do with me being in the military. I didn't, her and I took oaths. I don't know anybody else. Shit. All right. I'm 14, curling 20. I want to add about 10 pounds by June. Any tips? You're 14, curling 20. Are you doing any other exercises? I mean, are you working the rest of your arms? Like, if all you're doing is just curling, you're wearing the shit out of a very small muscle group. You got to think about what the bicep ties into. It helps at the extreme ends. It helps to articulate the shoulders, and at the long ends, it's we're talking about. Think about the chain, the mechanics. What is the bicep doing? It's moving your arm, and it helps to move it in a couple different directions. We'll think about all the muscles that are attached to that. Now, what makes the arm look really big? If you look at what's 2/3 of my arms, it's my triceps. The big shoulders make I would say you gotta stop isolating muscles and just work your whole upper body and do the whole body preferably. Otherwise, you're gonna look really weird. But like, I don't know. I'm not much of a curl guy. Like, it surprises most people when I tell them I hardly ever isolate my arms. I do almost exclusively compound lifting. Bob's right. 2-3 weeks. Left me Wednesday with my own. Let's see. Thank you for your service, Houston. Thank you. Best dumbbell exercises for the rear delt. The rear delt's a weird one. So there's a couple of movements you can do. One of them is called the Hansen press. And this is probably the most advanced lift you can do. But essentially, you're going to do a shoulder press, but you're going to come really down to almost where your elbows are, and you're going to press up from there. And that's going to hit the rear delts. Now, the thing about the rear delts is they're a support muscle. So, meaning, once you get past a certain weight, the rear delts the back takes over. So to isolate the rear delts, you have to use really light weight. Now, a couple of movements you can do like what's called face pulls, where you take the cables and you're going to come up to the face, and you're kind of spreading the arms out this way, so they look like this. You're going to rotate the arms up, Or you could take a like a 5-pound dumbbell, and lean over, and you're just gonna come straight up. See, it's just the rear delt working. If you go too heavy, the back takes over. You gotta be really strict with these. And then they also respond to heavy or a lightweight high rep. So when you're doing the rear delts, you want to go light so the back doesn't take over, but you also want to go high rep. So sets might look like between 15 and 25. Many Korean women will fall in love with your body. Come to Korea, Victoria. Oh man, I'm happily married. I hate to say it, but my baby's got my heart. I'm happy just right here where I'm at, but I appreciate it. 7-year-old diabetic man, wheelchair bound. Haven't you said that like 15 times already? To any of the haters, this man would put his hands on you in real life. I'm a nice guy, Steven. I've been doing my push-ups to help my bench. My gym teacher told me to do them. Our push-ups, actually. Yeah. I mean, you got to do a lot of them. Like the thing about push-ups is you always have to constantly be doing more. So you got to be pushing the amount you're doing and the variety. Yeah. See, this is, you hate to say it. Lord. All right, where was I? I'm starting to hate YouTube. Slight incline there. All right. So for accessory, I'm going to be doing a slight incline with a camber bar for an extended range of motion to really give the pecs a stretch. Thanks. Getting ready for them pull-ups, and let's see. I'm going to lay down for the night. Good night, body. Cat, you going to bed? Yeah, that's right. You're 3 hours ahead of us. You changed your picture. Nice. All right. Give me just a minute here to recover. I'm going to be doing I think I'm going to be doing weighted pull-ups. I have to do what do you call it? An elective back exercise. So I feel like weighted pull-ups. Barbell row or lat pull down. You can do pull-ups, barbell row, or lat pull downs. You can't even do pull-ups. You know what you can do is you can take a band. So like I'll tie a band like right around my rack here, and then I'll stand in the band and I'll do pull-ups with the band. It's band assisted. You can either stand in it or put your knees in it, and the band will just take off. I don't know, like the red band will take 30-40 pounds off of you. It just makes it easier to do pull-ups. Some people use multiple bands until they can get, just as you get better at it, you remove the bands or lower the tension until you can do like a single pull-up. And then once you can do one pull-up, you do sets of one, essentially. Brunel Metal, what's up? Let's see, just missed myself in my own house. Chama, hey, what do you think of the skull crusher for triceps? I heard it's very effective. Skull crushers are cool. I like to do close grip bench with like a guillotine, which will bring the bench like up to the neck, which if you think about it, you're kind of mimicking the skull crusher movement, except this, the reason I like that better is because you can put way more weight on it and the triceps respond to heavy weight. But the skull crushers are good. A lot of people like to do them standing over their head because of the stretch you get. Which trade, in your opinion, has more women's? Electricians, laborers, and ironworkers, believe it or not, have a considerable amount of women in it. By percentage. But I would say electricians more than any other trade. Throw a jab. Well, kind of not really doing that, but what is it you want to see? There you go. What do you think about all the airplanes crashing recently? I don't know, man. It's kind of terrifying, to be honest with you. Yeah, dude, I actually, I don't know what I would call myself, but a martial artist. I go to Muay Thai 3 nights a week. Need to hire more black trans pilots. Yeah. Hey. Airplanes crash this often, but DC crash just made more people aware. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd have to dig into the stats on that. Skull Crusher's reverse ghetto gagger. That's great. My cousin is a woman and she cleans out septic tanks. Well, if she was in Nevada, that would fall under the labor union, so that makes sense. I've never seen a bar like that. That's a camber barbell. It's just got a bend in it. It just extends the range of motion 4 inches. I will demonstrate. So you saw the wood I put underneath the bench, right? So that just raises it up 4 inches. You don't need much of an incline. So now this just gives me a nice stretch right across the chest. So powerlifting, I'll be down here. Oh, I'm going to be right here for these. I want to stretch those pecs out. So I went up to what, 355, back down to 315 for an AMRAP, and now I'm gonna hit probably around 230, 240. I'm gonna do, so like this is a normal bench right across the chest, boom. These I'm flaring the elbows a little bit, and I'm coming a little bit closer to the neck to really stretch the pecs out. Working with that much weight with no shoes on is asking for a broken toe. So if I had shoes on, would that protect my toe? So I was wearing like a pair of like what? I don't know, Nikes, and I dropped a 45-pound plate on them. That's gonna what? So yeah, like, I'm trying to find a shoe. Where's a shoe? Random shoe, where are you? You know, most of the time I got them laying all over the place, but for all intents and purposes, we'll take this shoe, which is my son's. And is that gonna, what's that gonna do? Stop using steroids, bro. Well, you're not my brother, and I don't think I will, but thank you. Thanks, Zayden. So thank you, Crash Bandit. Yeah, steel toe boots. I do have them. Zayden, how are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. If I get them subs up to 7,000, I'll be doing even better. But they haven't budged in like, I haven't gained a subscriber, it seems like, in about a week. He's gonna have to use steel toe boots to work out now. No, I mean, I was trying to see if I had my lifting shoes. But I think they're in the bedroom. And they have 0 toe protection. If I drop a weight on those, it's gonna hurt just as bad. But it'll keep the blood inside, so that's kind of nice. He's gonna have to use it. Serious question. Always wonder why bodybuilders. Oh, you left that comment on one of my videos. It's me, Mario. I guess my question, it's me, Mario, is why are you always worried about what people are jamming up their asses? Like, you ask that a lot. Is there something you want to talk about? I mean, we're all open to have that discussion. You're in a safe place, buddy. So, it's me, Mario. I don't know if he's trying to come out of the closet, but he keeps asking about things jammed up people's asses. So maybe we can help him out. No disrespect. Well, I mean, that's nothing but disrespect. It's just, I mean, I didn't answer your question when you left it on my video, and you didn't change the wording. You asked the exact same question on my live stream. First of all, I'm not a bodybuilder, and I don't walk like I've taken anything up my ass. I don't know, maybe I do. Maybe I'm a little stiff. I'm 50 years old, I guess. I don't know. Fucking asshole. Franklin Saint. Hey, what's up? Not much. I got just douchebags in my chat. Yeah, vibrating toothbrush, right? Oh, there's no Newstrom's back. Newstrom, I'm just gonna block you. No, I'm not gonna do that. God, I hate YouTube. I don't know why I do this to myself. I'm like a fucking monkey boy. I guess this is like, I guess I would be equivalent to like an OnlyFans girl. Except for I don't get anything out of it. Oh, somebody left the Crash Bandit. Hey, look, you found $5 laying around. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Well, that makes it all worth it. See, there you go. I am a whore. It's called chafing. Only some people walk like that. He got caught with a butt plug on stream. See, there he is, man, talking about things up people's asses. Like, what's up? What they talk to me. You, I mean, I don't know. If you're gay, it's cool. We don't care. Set up your damn donation notifications. I don't even know what that means. Create a poll. Show your support. Like, I don't even know. How do you set that up? I just, dude, I turn the camera on and I lift. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I'm not gay. I'm married with 4 kids. Yeah, you say that, but I don't know. I don't believe you. You send in a lot of. First you were talking about jamming sticks up my ass, and now you're talking about butt plugs. Like, I don't know. That sounds pretty gay to me. No other trolling here. Let them know it's okay to have friends of the butt variety. Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. I mean, it's year 2025. Nobody cares. I only had a rough night because, well, your mom's pretty heavy. What can I tell you? I would have been your dad, but the dog beat me over the fence, unfortunately. Crispy. Yeah. I don't know. He just keeps talking about jamming things up people's asses. I bet my daddy could beat you up. I bet he could too. All right. I guess I should do some training. You can say you have 4 kids. Did any of them live? Yeah, the reason I train is because your mom weighs about 300 pounds, so I gotta be able to push her off of me. Have you ever been out there and just got stuck with no help on a set? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it on video, too. Why not the full range of motion? Well, they're called lengthened partials. So I'm working in that stress, but it's kind of like I'm thinking about a simple way to explain it. Well, I'm in that stretch position. I'm trying to, when I push all the way past and I come in that rest position, I take away the constant tension of the area that I'm trying to focus hypertrophy on. So you do what's called a lengthened partial, and you get in an extreme stretch position and just work that range of motion. And that's because if it's an overlap, it's an accessory to what I just did, which was the bench press. We worked up to 355 pounds, and now I'm kind of focusing on the weak spot, which is that range of motion where I'm going to get caught up on the bench. So for me, the sticking point is the pause in competition. So that's where I'm trying to build up the most strength. So by increasing that range of motion and lifting past that and then focusing on that, it'd be the same, similar in principle to block training, like adding a bench block and then overloading. Well, I'm doing the same thing, except for I'm in that extreme range of motion, which is a compromised position. Same principle. Yeah, lengthened partials are pretty cool, man. I just started doing them, so I haven't aggregated enough data to say definitively that they translate better than full range. But based on the last two training cycles I've done, when I both incorporating lengthened partials as an accessory to the full range motion lift, my one rep maxes went up both training cycles. So, but that, it's hard to say that it was because of that, but evidence suggests that it's working really well for me. Plus, my boobies look pretty good. Yeah, there. I was trying to think of a simple way of saying it, Guns. It keeps constant tension on the muscle. There you go. There you go. Words. Some people are gooder at words than others. Some people have a way with words, and other people like not have way. Did you just tell my wife to go to bed, Crash? Talking shit to my wife? Do your kids lift? Yeah, they do. They also train Muay Thai. We all train as a family. Could I do lengthened partials with a normal bench? Yeah, so you probably have to like widen your grip. That'll help. That'll stretch things out. Are you stronger than the West Coast Natural Marine? No, nobody is. Not a single person that's ever lived is stronger than that Sasquatch. Old man Leon. Okay, calm down. That's it. Christine, never crash. Suck it. I don't know what we're talking about. Don't talk shit to my wife. That's not going to end well for you, Crash. I always hated when people say lifting early stunts growth. I started in the 6th grade and I grew to 6'2". Yeah, well, okay, but then what's lifting? You got to figure, like, so what are my kids? They come out here and once in a while they pick up heavy weights with dad, and they throw some dumbbells around, and they get a little exercise. It's like, are they out here every day lifting 3 times their body weight? No. So it's like, is it really gonna matter? They're just working out with dad because they enjoy being around dad. They're just doing what I'm doing, so that's not gonna stunt their growth. Buddy Dwayne just tried to call me. I should probably turn my ringer off. Lifting compresses bones. Yeah, but you know what? It's good. You want to have bone density. So increasing your bone density, it helps. Believe me, you want to increase bone density as you get older. Yeah, I forgot to turn my ringer off. Let me shut that off real quick. There we go. Nobody usually calls me this late. 7:51. What happened to the office chair you had? It's over there. There's not, Abby. There's not enough scientific data to suggest either way. There's not. The one study they did do, which suggests that it stunts the growth of children. It didn't prove anything definitively. It just suggests. And the reason why it was bad is because the sample size wasn't bad and the study wasn't long enough. And if you actually read the studies on hypertrophy in kids under the age of 13, there's not enough definitive information to prove one way or another. So, in absence of good information, what do you go with? Like, who's to say? So, all you can really do is go with anecdotal, and most kids that start lifting at an early age, developing good habits and discipline, go on as to be pretty damn strong adults. So, I don't know. You tell me. uh, oh, yeah, bone shortening. But how extreme lifting would you have to do to shorten your bones? And who's advocating for that? Do you have any weak points? If I did, it would be my shoulder, my back, and my knee. I've had surgery on 2 of the 3 of those, and injuries in all 3 of them. That's why I do a lot of bulletproofing exercises. Yeah, Russians started really early. Yes, Russians start at birth. I think they start taking steroids too. uh, the bottom line is neither of my kids train consistently enough to even say they weight train. In all honesty. In order to say you're actually training weights, you need to do 3 days a week at least, and they're lucky if they do 3 days a month. We do Muay Thai. We do that 3 times a week. Whew. Yeah, I have that phone ringer so I can hear it when I'm on a job site. When I'm on a construction site, I can't hear my phone, so I have that. So, all right, how long have I been on here? 1 hour 40. Let's get the pull-ups done. Man, I gotta do squats tomorrow. That's gonna be a real day. I'll be working out with sets of 525 pounds. Let's seen some insanely fit and muscular buff guys on YouTube as adults that still just do calisthenics. Yeah, not all of them are natural either. Too many people think you can't build muscle. No, you can build muscle with calisthenics. I just don't like doing it. It's just not fun. If you enjoy calisthenics, man, all day, baby. I just don't like that. I don't enjoy it. Just like CrossFit, whatever sport you are into, you can. I know guys like look at like Herschel Walker. All he does is push-ups and pull-ups and sprinting, and he's huge. Yes, facts. No, facts. Obviously, facts. Is a trap bar easier for deadlift? Yes, but it's. I'm trying to think. Like, you still want to use it because for the sport of powerlifting, if you use the trap bar properly, it has excellent carryover for your squats and your deadlift, especially. And if you want to make the trap bar hard, like if you want to make it more difficult, you can stand on a platform to increase the range of motion. But the way you can get under it, you can get straight under the load, which is a little easier for people that have had back injuries. So if you deploy the trap bar properly, it still has awesome carryover for the squat and the deadlift for powerlifting. Mm. A little tendonitis there. Well, I was gonna block T, but I'll unblock him. I get tired of him though. He's just I know he's getting what he wants. He's been saying the same comment for what 5, 6 streams in a row now. Starting to annoy me. He's breaking me down. No, Q Black, I just ignore stupid questions. Like I don't know, like I don't mind talking about like PED use. Um, but you kinda gotta you gotta use your judgment because a lot of people they have what I call contempt prior to investigation. Like they're not really interested in having a conversation. They're just trying to talk shit. So, eh. I was gonna block UT, but I don't know. I don't like doing that because then it goes against my principles of free speech, which are more important to me. Now you all get rid of. Dude, I got no problem getting rid of that moron. It's so easy that nothing seems to please me. uh, uh, I blocked It's Me Mario and then I had hit him. I was just fucking with him. No, Christina T's or something. He's the one that says the Hawk Tua comment every time you know, it's like my kid in the corner, like, Dad, 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 and you're like, what? Hi. Motherfucker. There's free speech, and then there's also a right not to allow someone in your business. Yeah, I don't know. It's a public forum. People should be allowed to say whatever they want. And I'm like, I try to, like, you know me. Like, most of the time, I don't care. Like, people make fun of me all the time, and I'm just like, whatever. Usually we have a good laugh. But then there's, like, you can detect, like, a certain malice from people where it's just like, they're not trying to be amusing or funny or part of the conversation. They're just there specifically to pick at you. And with T, I feel like he's right. He's still on the cool side. Barely. uh, See, no, facts. That's just like, come on, dude. You're a moron. Like, come on. So come up with something funnier than what we were just talking about. What are you, 12? I'm not annoyed by that comment. I'm annoyed that it was the only comment that he says for every time he logs on. Uh, But he also defeated you tonight. Yeah. Oh, Fax 22 is fine. He can say whatever he wants, Ian. I don't care. He's not clever enough to be offensive, so you don't need to block his comments. I can't find my weight belt, so I rigged one up. He's in rope and duct tape. It's in here somewhere. I gotta clean this garage out. I don't know where the hell it is. I had it hanging up on the wall, but I don't know, man. I cannot find that thing anywhere. It doesn't matter. This will work. Make another adjustment here. Shorten that up just a hair. There we go. That'll work. Ooh. Have I ever shit during a lift? Hell yeah, man. Have you ever belt squat? Yep, I have a belt squat set up, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, dude, I've shit myself lifting plenty of times. Still getting the job done, RJ. Yeah, pretty ghetto, but it works. Is coffee good for pre-workout? That's what I like to use. Yeah, it's me, Mario. I did block you, but I unblocked you just because I'm like, I don't know, your comments just aren't that clever. So it's kind of silly, right? That is all I drink. Like I don't know, you're not like, nobody's like, oh, mic drop, you got him. You know, so I'll leave you. I'm guessing you're like 13 or 14 years old based on what you typed in the chat so far. How much weight are you pulling up? Let me see. What was that previous? That was 10, 20, 30, 4, 30, 40, 6 times 4, 24. It was 65 pounds on the previous pull-up. Something about weights clinking together. It's so satisfying. Yeah, I would agree. No, I just imagine it's like just dudes on their toilet scrolling through until they find somebody and they're like, oh, here. I'll just say mean shit to this person, see what happens. It's like, okay. Chat's kind of slow tonight. What do we got online? 38. Oh, this loser just has video game stuff. He probably doesn't even lift. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a guy that doesn't even work out. What's your single deadlift PR? With the trap bar, I hit 710 for a double. With the straight bar, I did 685. I'm hoping to get 700 in competition. And I compete on March 15th. I used to post a lot more fitness stuff, and the comments kind of got to me. But to be honest, so I respect the hell out of you, man. F the haters. You know, normally I'm usually pretty fun with it, though. You know, when guys get online and they talk shit, I usually try to have a little laugh about it. But I'm not on my game tonight. I don't know. When were you in the Marines? 1994 to 2003. Are you cycling or natty? Well, neither. I'm on a protocol. I wouldn't call it cycling, but I'm not natural. Try to compare. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got all my lifts pretty much posted on, I mean, you can check my channel out. In competition, I hit 620 on the squat. My highest bench in competition was 385, but I was hitting 425 in the gym. Now I'm not, I had a shoulder injury. I rehabbed that. I'm back up to about 405 now, which is not the highest numbers in the world, but for a 50-year-old, they're actually I'm ranked 1 in the world for my weight class. So yeah, I'm hoping on the 15th I'll break some national records and hopefully maybe get into the USPA Hall of Fame Oh, we'll see. That's what my goal is. Bryson Higgins, he was all right. Well, Wolfgang, it's not a cycle. It's I'm on a protocol. So I take a 200 milligrams of test and 100 milligrams of DHB. And generally speaking, in the past, as I've gotten closer to competition, I'll usually add something like Anadrol to that and bump those numbers up. But I've been doing so well on that protocol that I haven't seen the need to do that. And I got about 4 weeks until competition. So I mean, DHB is great stuff. I'm really glad I'm on it. Yeah, I was almost 46 when I went on test. What's up, Joel? I hit like 225 times 2, 495 deadlift at 190. Hell yeah. After a broken back. Damn. No, that's good, man. I've been a competitive powerlifter for 10 years, so and pretty insane training cycles. So I mean, I would say where you're at, those are really good numbers. You know what I mean? Like, that's very strong. I'll stay natural my whole life, but it'd be better. But I'd like to see better results. Honestly, I don't know. I knew I was low testosterone for the better part of a year before I made the decision, and the reason why is because I didn't want to deal with all the people online, like, that talk shit. But honestly, it's been such a game changer. It's changed my life for the positive in so many ways that it's like, I'm so glad I did it. I would say anything that's over what a doctor prescribes you is technically a cycle. But when you say cycling, I don't know, it's a little bit different when you're on something over the age of 40 that you're going to be on for a long term, as opposed to what you would take for like competition preparation or some, like an actual cycle. And it's really not. It oversimplifies. It takes there's a wide range of like what could be considered a cycle and what and it's a spectrum, and it's like I'm trying to expand the conversation because it's a little bit different once you start talking about guys that are they're getting in their 50s and 60s, and if they want to keep training, I don't know, it complicates it. What's up, Santani? Body squats, push-ups, all calisthenics. I had a nutritionist and weightlifting coach through college when I played D1 baseball. I could bench 305, and now I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I don't know. You'd be a good candidate for something like the 5x5 or like the 531. Run that for 6 months solid. How long did you serve? I was in for 3 years. Well, I was in from 94 to 2003, but that includes reserve time. So a total of 8 years, 6 months. Army, in the Army. My favorite beer, well, I haven't had a drink since 2013, but if I had to, favorite beer. Corona with lime. Shock Top Blue Moon, yeah. I think we got some of that in the fridge out here, sweetheart. How do you stay away from the booze? Hard at first. It was hard. It was difficult. But now I don't, dude. You couldn't get me to drink a beer. Like if I knew there would be no consequences, I wouldn't get in trouble. Nothing. I still wouldn't drink. I don't miss it at all. That's how bad it was. Like the smell of vodka makes me want to vomit. Have you ever done SARMs? No. I've done a lot of different steroids, but not SARMs. SARMs scare me because there's not enough research on them. Corona with lime, yeah. Because I just remember how refreshing that was. Molson, hell yeah. Serbian beer is best. Oh, I did have a Serbian beer, but I can't remember what it was. Remember Lowenbrow? How do you deal with sleeping, not having booze, asking from a military man? Dude, you just, I couldn't imagine doing anything without drinking. Watching TV, enjoying football, playing video games, hanging out with friends. Like, how am I going to do any of that? And, uh, and at first it sucked. It was awful. But you know what? I don't know. You just do. You just get used to it. And um, once it's not, once it doesn't have that grip on you, you're not thinking about it all the time. Uh, life just you just return to normal. What is normal. you you just do. I don't think about it at all. There's times in stress where I wish I had a drug, like something that could just make the stress go away. But I'm trying to get stronger since I played basketball. Don't know what to do. Basketball, you better be doing a lot of squats. Squats, squats, squats. Squats make basketball better. Body, heavy ass squats. I'm talking like barbell squats, full range of motion. Not that LeBron James bullshit. You'll be, dude, it'll add inches to your vertical. You'll be crazy. It makes everything better. It makes you cut faster, makes you jump higher. And then, of course, depending on what position you play, you probably want to do a little upper body work too. But squats are the broccoli of lifting. I would say there's not a sport on this planet that squats will not improve. Being in the military does make you want to drink every special gathering. Yeah. Plus, everybody drinks. That was a sport in the Marine Corps. All right. I think this is going to be my last set of pull-ups, and then I'm going to get offline. With my janky ass homemade pull-up belt, because I can't find my actual lifting belt. I do have one somewhere. But hey, we don't let that slow us down. You got a carabiner and some rope, you got a lifting belt. Yeah. It's about 70 pounds. It's not too bad. Why does this keep getting unplugged? Man. All right. Oh, thanks, Young. I appreciate that. Usually we're a little more fun. Tonight's stream I was off. I wasn't as fun tonight. I apologize for that. Normally I handle the trolls a lot better. We usually have a good laugh. You guys make fun of me. I make fun of you back. And we chop it up. But tonight, I don't know. There was one guy, he got under my skin a little because he had left a comment on a previous video that I purposely ignored. And then he came online and asked the same question. And I will admit he got under my skin a little bit. But normally, I'm pretty good. Thank you, Archer. Appreciate that, Justin. Got a good workout tonight. I'm going to go. All right, guys. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. We'll get some food. hang with the family. I love you guys. It's happening. I've done live stuff. It's hard to be entertaining. You stay real. Yeah, just I know we usually have thicker skin, but tonight I don't know. I was acting a little bit like a bitch. I'll be honest with you. What kind of food? I have no idea. I don't know. Figure something out. I know they were saying that we were supposed to cook some sausages, but they went bad apparently, which really bums me out. But either way, I'll dig something out for us. All right, guys. I'll see you on the battlefield.